Hello and welcome to my most anticipated anime of the season, and I do this every season. But this time with this video, I'm trying something new, so let me know if you like the format or whatever. Anyways, last season, winter 2022, was kind of pathetic to be honest. I didn't have that long of a list of shows I wanted to watch, and then I ended up dropping a lot of them. The best shows last season were for sure romance and comedy. And now the part where I go through my anime list, from bottom to top, least popular to most anticipated, and I'll talk about the different shows that I'm looking forward to that I hope will be good. First up is a Netflix original ONA called Spriggan. I just remember watching the movie called Spriggan. It's an old movie and in my opinion wasn't that good, but what stood out about it was the action and the animation. Think like Mission Impossible meets Ghost in the Shell meets Akira kind of vibes, and it will be animated by David Production, the same studio that did JoJo's. Already we have an isekai called Ya Boy Kongming, about a mighty general who, on his deathbed, only wishes to be reincarnated into a peaceful world without war, and is reincarnated into Tokyo, Party Central. Seems pretty wacky, for sure, but that's kind of why I'm interested. To become a real heroine, the unpopular girl and the secret task. Hayori Suzumi ends up becoming an apprentice manager for her classmates, who are members of the idol group Lip? The story follows the struggles that Hayori faces with school, extracurricular activities, and her managing job, as well as the idol group Lip as they perform on stage. And this one looks cute. Don't Hurt Me, My Healer is a fantasy and adventure comedy starring Carla, a dark elf cleric who invested too much in her insulting skills, and Alvin, a swordsman who has to put up with her antics. So yeah, dark-skinned elf who is super mean and annoying. This would be the sort of show where I'm more so expecting a laid-back time, not something that'll blow me away. Dmon Daimon. One of those. The main character returns to his Kyoto home for the first time in 10 years when his father is hospitalized. He's eager to take over the family's Japanese sweet shop, but he's instead asked to be a father figure to Itsuka Yukihira, the girl everyone calls the successor. I'm more signing up for the possibly cute or funny dynamic between this dude and the person who's the successor instead of him. In the heart of Kokoichi Tsubaki, it's about a all-female group, I think it's ninjas, who teach their members that all men are dangerous, but the main character, Kokoichi, has started to experience a strange feeling in her heart whenever the subject of boys is brought up. Even if there isn't much plot as I'm expecting, it'll at least look good. It's worth checking out the first episode. The first anime on this list that I've read the manga for is Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. Every season's gotta have at least one or two best girl shows, if you know what I mean. Shikimori seems like the perfect girlfriend, but she has a cool dark side that comes out under the right circumstances, and her boyfriend Uzumi loves to be around when that happens. In my notes, I wrote step on me energy. It's like a delinquent step on me energy queen. That sentence was something else. On the topic of best girls, there doesn't seem to be an English translation of the title, so I'm just gonna say Aharen-san. Reina Aharen, a small and cute student with a quiet voice, is quite bad at determining distance and personal space. This slice-of-life comedy is about the oddball friendship between her and the dude who sits next to her in class, the only dude in the school who tries to put up with their antics. The art and the promotional poster is what drew me in. It's just really adorable. Next up, Skeleton Knight in Another World. One day, a gamer played video games until he fell asleep, and when he woke up, he found himself in the game world as a skeleton. When I looked at this for the first time, I was thinking to myself, the new Overlord season seems to have come quite early. Even the main character's game name, Ark, is suspiciously close to Ain's. I want to give it a try, give it a chance to be its own show, and maybe it'll, help me wait a little longer for the actual new season of Overlord. Okay, this one, I will actually be angry if it lets me down. Summertime Render, a drama murder mystery. Almost all of the mystery anime of the past couple seasons have let me down in one way or another. So please, please, please let this one be good. Oh yeah, the plot. The protagonist has already moved out on his own to live in the big city, but he finds out his sister drowns while trying to save someone else, and so he returns home to mourn. However, on her dead body are bruises around her neck, and it brings into question whether or not she actually died from drowning, or whether it was murder. And so he investigates the dark secrets of this island to try and find out what has been happening while he's been away in Tokyo. Tomodachi Game, or Friend Game, is literally just Alice in Borderland, about a group of close friends who have come across some financial troubles, who all receive mysterious letters tricking them into meeting up. They are then knocked out and they wake up in a mysterious place with this really creepy childhood show character who forces them to play games that will test their friendship. So it's about betrayal and putting your life on the line. I really hope this is not just in plot, but also in theme and tone, like Alice in Borderland. Alright, enough of that serious stuff. We're here for the real good stuff. Trapped in an Otome Game. That is a rough translation of the title, and the plot is exactly that. Office worker Leon is reincarnated into a particularly punishing dating sim video game, where women reign supreme and only beautiful men have a seat at the table. But Leon has a secret weapon. He remembers everything from his past life, which includes a complete playthrough of the very game in which he is now trapped. This next one is Love After World Domination. In the eyes of the public, Fudo Aikawa and Desumi Magahara are sworn enemies who have nothing in common. Fudo, also known as Red Gelato, is the leader of the Hero Squadron Gelato 5, whose mission is to bring about world peace. On the other hand, Desumi is the minion leader of Gecko, a villainous organization seeking world domination. When they are not making a show of being at each other's throats, Desumi and Fudo continue to pursue a forbidden love. The hero and the villain being in an actual relationship and just pretending to do their jobs, pretending to hate each other. It just seems like a really cute and mushy premise that will be, I hope, a lot of fun to watch. Ayo Aishi? Whichever, I'm so sorry. It is for sure an extremely basic sports anime premise. I've talked a lot in the past about why I don't watch a lot of new sports anime anymore, because they're all inside of the same box with the same synopsis and the same characters in them over and over again. So what makes this one different? I have the answer. The answer is soccer. The only seasonal sports anime I watch now are all about soccer, because soccer is the sport that I play. I have no other excuse. I have no explanation. Dance Danseur. The unique art style is what stood out to me, and then I found out it'll be done by Studio Mappa. So not only is the art style unique, the animation will also probably do that art style justice. At least on my anime list, the synopsis is really confusing, so all I know is it's about ballet. Now we've come to the part where I discuss the top of the list, and unlike every other time, it's not 100% sequels, but it is mostly sequels. First up, Ascendance of a Bookworm Season 3. It feels like it's been 3 years since Season 2, but I think it's been 3 years since Season 1. It's about a bookworm being reincarnated into a world where books are not common, they're very pricey, and there's also some magic. So that's pretty cool. My main opinion on Rising of the Shield Hero is that it's what Ari Fureta tried and dramatically failed to be. Not as good as a lot of people made it out to be, but also not as trash at all. I wouldn't consider it trash. I don't remember much of what happened in Season 1, but at the same time I don't feel like I have to. Komi-san can't communicate Season 2, and Season 1 was literally last season, wasn't it? No, 2 seasons ago? Oh my goodness. I read Komi-san weekly for a very long time. That's how much I liked it. And there was a point where I felt the quality dropped off or it became a bit repetitive, but that is like way into the manga, so the anime as it is now is super enjoyable for me and awesome. Kaguya-sama Love is War, ultra romantic. I remember season 1 vividly because I loved it, but I may rewatch it in dub because I've heard that the dub isn't good exactly, but it is hilarious. It's just different. So happy that this is continuing. Spy Family! Everyone already knows this anime is coming. I just think it's incredibly hilarious and fun and heartwarming. The main character is a master secret agent called Twilight. For his latest mission, he must investigate the politician Domination Desmond by infiltrating his son's school. Thus, the agent faces the most difficult task of his career: get married, have a child, and pretend to be a perfectly normal, happy family. So he adopts a young girl named Anya and wins the heart of a woman named Yor. But what he doesn't know is that he's not the only one with a huge secret. Yor is not just his wife, she is an assassin. She has an entire secret life. And Anya is not just his adorable adoptive daughter, she's a psychic. She can read minds, and she knows everything. I have no worries or doubts whatsoever. That is it for the anime I'm most looking forward to and will be checking out for this season. Let me know what you will be watching in the comments, what you're most looking forward to, and especially any anime that I missed, because that happens a lot. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.